to save for the last. Maybe the best, but it's this one, the sale has not been made. All those, the sales were made. People that are going to have to make this sale are you. What we did is we looked at Cingular and said, what is your right hand and what is your left hand? Now, when I said we did this, I looked at you when I agreed finally when I had to clear out something. This was not on my schedule a year ago. My schedule goes at a year at a time. So this was not on my schedule. So we had to scale that. When we finally knew that we were coming here, we called up several people. And Katrina, why don't you come here and tell us who we called and what we did.
We'd like to first begin by thanking Steve Jaeger. You pointed us in the right direction on this one. You referred us to people like Brian Daly and Michael Miglis.
Does anybody know Brian Daly? Okay, these are real people, right? He's in charge of billing and revenue collection.
Revenue operations, right. Right. And so in our first discussion with Brian, we really focused again on your enterprise customers.
Could you turn her down just a little bit? Good.
And the vision that as he expressed it, began with the fact that he said your enterprise customers are currently, in the area of billing, he said underserviced. And so we probed a bit deeper, and he said that currently, if you send out a statement in the area of billing again to one of these customers, you'll end up with what Professor Donovan is holding here.
I was amazed. This is what one of your people might get, your customer.
Michael Miglis was kind enough to
Has anybody found that your customers like this? Could those people raise their hands? Now the other opportunity.
Sure.
Why don't you do that while we're talking?
For some of your other customers, you also, in some cases, create a CD. So if you could bring that up, Pauline. And on the CD, you're providing essentially a lot of raw data, and in some cases, some tools by which you can manipulate that data, analyze it. So you can see here, it's not entirely intuitive.
Instead of getting this, you give your customers an alternative. Does anybody see anything wrong with this?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Okay. Someplace here, there are two of Brian's people that are here. He told me that he was sending at least two of his people. Are there two billing people here somewhere? Oh, okay. Then, oh yes, yes. Oh, good. What we'd like to do is to give you some ideas here. These are not necessarily our ideas. These are Brian's ideas and the people that we talked to in Brian's organization. This is going to be your challenge. I'm going to raise the bar. My problem is that's got to go. What can it be replaced by is the vision that Brian talked about. So what I'm doing is I'm going to give you Brian's vision, but we put a little bit of stuff on it, okay? What we did is the following, is how about if we could turn around and not only add value by turning around and making it better for your customers to understand what their bill is, how about if we gave you an ability to make more money from your billing? How about if we turned your bill into a sales vehicle? Would that be a little different than what it's been? So here we go, a new bill, a new concept for what we're going to do for adding value in making this a revenue generation possibility. Boom.
Sure.
Katrina?
So let me just briefly set up the scenario. We're going to be sending out via email a secure link by which you can then access your bill. And this is going to a manager at one of your enterprise customers. So a manager who's in charge of the wireless services for that enterprise.
Bring it up.
You can bring it up.
What we're going to do is, this is his email. He's going to be able to go click, and what is he going to get? His bill. We're going to send the statement via email. You'd say, hey, other people do that. Stay with me. Has anybody got heart trouble here by any chance? I don't want you to go over the end. You're all okay. It's not our fault. Stephen, if they die, they die. Okay. All right, boom.
Checking.
Is there any mail? No, there's no mail. There's no mail. Send the mail to him. Boom, no mail, no mail, no mail. He's sending the mail. No mail. Boom. No mail yet. An emotional experience. He just got some mail. That means his statement is there. Click on the statement.
Let's click on that. Go ahead.
Boom. That look familiar to anybody here? Now let's go further. Are you ready? You notice something's blinking in your statement. This is it's different. I don't want to send a statement. I want to have it an interactive statement. I want to have this be interactive. So we want consolidation on the back end, we want interaction on the front end. Okay, kiddo?
Okay.
What is that blinking for?
So as you can see, we have an alert. Our bill is 10% higher than it was last month. And it's showing you directly where you need to click to find out what the problem was. So you could go ahead and click on that. Again, it shows you the details statement, something that we were faxed, so we use that as our model. But again, you see the alert, and again, the problem area is blinking. Drill down one level deeper.
Boom.
On the left-hand side, you see the current plan. So in this case, our division has 600 employees that are on the Cingular Nation 150. And based on some analysis...
She's having, it hasn't, I better stay close to her. Could I keep track of your pulse beat as we go along here? This is just what you want, right? All right, keep going.
So based on our usage, based on some trending and analysis you've done for this customer, why not push out a more optimal plan? So you see that the customer has been using way more minutes than what they've originally signed up for. Perhaps there's another plan that's better for them.
Boom.
And why not then push out to them how much money they could be saving?
And just before we hit boom, everybody here, who wants to know in this world that that has just happened for that customer? Who would like to know that? The account rep? Everybody agree? Yes. Would it be nice if we could send it out on, let's say, Steve Yeager's BlackBerry, that he's getting an extra commission for this? Kenny Young, this is what we talked about doing for you. This is what we poured ourselves into. Try it. By the way, that's wireless. That's going to go. Oh, by the way, show. Sorry. Show this. All these statements are on what? Could you bring it up? They're all in this generator. So we got all these things going on in the generator. Same thing. Hello. So the statements are going out wireless, and then the communication back is going to go wireless to the AE on the BlackBerries. And we're going to spray it now to 5 or 10 different BlackBerries, one of which is going to be his that he doesn't know about. Okay, boom, hit it.
So in this statement, give the customer the opportunity to upgrade. And when we upgrade, as Professor Donovan mentioned, push out the alert to the sales rep to say that your customer has upgraded, but also push out an alert to the actual employee whose plan has just been upgraded so that they know. So go ahead and upgrade, say, all 600 users.
Boom.
And there we go.
Boom.
Can you bring up the phone again?
Now this is going to two places. This is the customer.
This is our employee.
Employee. Wouldn't he like to know? Guy's got his mouth open. Oh, bring it down a little so I can see the whole thing. Boom, boom. Equipment to. Attention, Greeno hat. Your Cingular wireless plan has been upgraded to 350 hours and minutes per month. View new data plan. Delete buy phone accessories. We're going to do that all for the chap. Hello? A chance to build something from nothing. And this company now is about to build a whole corporate interface, a whole corporate enabling capability. And these are the people in this room that are going to do it. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Please stand. Please stand. Give us the signal. He gave us the signal.
Thank you. Have a nice conference. Thank you very much.